rezero just caused Subaru's biggest crash out yet. He became the Aura Monster. And for Subaru, that is saying something, because this guy has had some of the biggest mental booms in anime. But this one feels different. This guy lost himself so badly that his solution eventually became, what if I just eliminate everyone? And by the end of the episode, he basically did just that, starting with a literal child. And the scary part is, this is not just Subaru reacting to another horrible loop. This time, his memory is gone. So in a way, this is almost Subaru getting isekai'd into rezero all over again. Except this beginning is much worse. No busty anime girl is coming to his rescue. There is just confusion, paranoia, death, and the reality that something is killing him over and over again while he can barely understand why. It is a literal nightmare. So the question is not just, can Subaru trust anyone around him? It becomes, can Subaru even trust himself? And after that ending with Meili, the answer looks like no. So what exactly happened? Subaru had a conversation late at night with Anastasia and Julius, and Anastasia reveals she's Echidna to Julius, and then Subaru wakes up and forgets all his memories. He does not remember being himself anymore. And that starts this horrifying loop of him dying over and over again, seemingly in malicious ways that he does not understand, causing him to progressively lose his mind to the point where, by the time he is walking up those stairs, he is not even Subaru anymore. He becomes the Aura Monster, and all he wants to do is murder absolutely everyone, which is understandable. No, really, it is, because you have to understand this from his perspective. He just spawned into this new fantasy world. He knows nothing about it, and he is a shut-in surrounded by essentially a bunch of busty women who could be a threat. That is any shut-in's worst nightmare. Then you add the possibility that they might actually want to kill him. So of course he feels like he has to protect himself by eliminating them. And to add fuel to the flame, he just left his mother, and he did not even get to tell her bye. So before he even understands what's going on, he is already carrying that guilt. And then he has to come into this world where he is dying over and over again, and he has no idea who is doing it, why it is happening, or who he can trust. That is a mental breakdown waiting to happen, and that is quite literally what happens. As he is walking up those stairs, he wants to eliminate everyone. But this is nothing new that we haven't seen in rezero before. Subaru has had many crash outs. Following the embarrassing royal court scene in season 1, Subaru absolutely crashed out, got whipped like a slave by Julius, and was humiliated in front of everyone. And then the girl he cherished the most left him right in front of his face. This guy has been through it. And then after he tries to go save her, he dies over and over again, seemingly hitting a wall with this big busty white whale and these crazy heretics that kill him again and again. Eventually, he completely lost his mind. And by the end of that whole situation, Rem basically has to save him from himself. Or in season 2, when Subaru dies over and over again trying to save everyone in the sanctuary, he gets brutally mogged by his Roswell, he gets disemboweled by sexy Elsa, he keeps trying to save everyone, but every single path just leads to another wall. And eventually, when the great rabbit devours him piece by piece, he completely breaks down. At that point, he cannot handle it anymore. Echidna has to pull him out of it. So Subaru breaking is not new. rezero has shown this man losing his mind before, but the difference is there was usually someone there to pull him back. Rem, Echidna, someone. Except this time there is no one saving him. No Rem, no Echidna, and once again he has to face the reality of rezero. Only now he has absolutely no memory or resilience to even shield him from it, because those experiences are all erased. And this is the reality of rezero. rezero is an isekai, But it is certainly not like other isekai where the main character gets several get out of jail free cards. ReZero makes sure Subaru gets into jail, and not just jail, maximum security prison, life sentence inmates, no parole, over and over again. It does not care that he is the main character. It does not care that he loves Amelia. It does not care that he wants to save everyone. It does not care that he is trying his best, and it does not care that he lost his memories. The world inverse of ReZero will kill him anyway. That has always been a central theme. Subaru is not stronger than the monsters. He is not stronger than the people around him. He is not gifted with some overpowered ability that lets him brute force every problem. He is not some chosen hero. He is a shut-in with Return by Death, and Return by Death was never his friend. But the real question is, who is actually killing him? Because at first it seems like Subaru just needs to figure out which person around him is the threat. Is it one of the girls? Is it someone hiding in the tower? Or is the answer somehow even worse than that? Because after the meili scene, the episode changes the entire mystery. At first Subaru is asking, who is killing me? But by the end, after meili is dead, the mystery is no longer just outside of him. Subaru himself becomes a part of it. And that is what makes this loop so much scarier. Because Subaru does not know. He does not remember anything. He does not understand what is happening. But the result is sitting right in front of him. Meili is dead, and now Subaru has to face the possibility that the killer might not just be someone around him. The killer might be closer than he ever wanted to believe. Or maybe it is not that simple. Maybe there is something else moving behind all of this. Maybe there is something he knows nothing about that has a greater power than he thinks. And that is the perfect kind of horror for ReZero. Not because Subaru is suffering again. We have seen Subaru suffer time and time again. We have seen him die. We have seen him break down. We have seen him reach the point where he cannot keep going anymore. But this time, the horror is not just what is happening to him, it is what is happening through him. His memories are gone, his trust is gone, his understanding of everyone around him is gone. So the only thing he can do now is try to solve it himself, even if that means becoming the horror, even if that means turning the people around him into corpses he has to farm until he gets the outcome he wants. This is the real Aura Monster. Because Subaru is not just trying to survive anymore, he is trying to figure out whether he is the victim, the killer, or just another piece on the chessboard being moved by something he does not understand yet.